Okay. So I think he's settling well in now. Okay. So let's just go into trot once more. Yeah, just rising trot. Okay. Okay, and let him walk for a moment. Oops, I'll put it here. That's good. Okay, just let him walk for a moment. Okay, I mean, I can see he's pretty secure in all the movements, everything, but I can see when the tension comes in, his movement just closes down. You know, it's not as big or as round, it's then a little shorter, it's a little this, yeah? And I can see how the tension between you and him doesn't always support each other, you know? Sure. And I can see this difficulty with the legs of how to relax the hips. And I can see there's one stride you're trying it, then it comes back, you know, there's a lot of body awareness, and we'll have to get it more connected with the horse. It's like, oops, you're with you, and then you want something from him. And it's like a switch from one to the other, and I'd like that more fluid. Yeah, that's the description in general. Now, what we'll do for the hips, I can see this difficulty here in opening. Just once close both knees, and feel when you close the knees, round your lower back a little. Yeah, round it. Yeah, the first. Like that? Go round the other way, this way. Close your knees and round. Yes. Now open your knees, and you want to lift the sacrum a little bit up. Yes. Close the knees and round, and open the knees and yes. Close the knees round, open the knees, lift. Feel this? Mm-hmm. Close the knees round, open and lift. Okay. Now you put both of your hands here on his neck. Yeah, just with the thumb over, like this, and you go a little bit forward, and you round your lower back, and we'll let him walk. Come on, and you'll kind of want to push into your seat bones, really down into your seat bones, lengthening your lower back. Really round here. Push like you wanted to push all the weight in the world into your seat bones. Round your back. Lean a little forward, round your back. It's a stretching exercise for the lower back. A little forward, the hands again. Have a look at me. You can really do this. Yeah, and yes, like that, and see if you can get even more round in the lower back, because you're mainly rounding in your shoulders right now. Feel this? Yes, and stay forward still. Yes, stay forward, round your lower back there. Yes, yes, okay, and come upright again. There. Now I want you to kind of stretch. Have a look at me. You stretch, go forward, and then you round and come up. Round and up. Stretch, bend forward, and round and up. And stretch, forward, round and up. And again, I can notice that when you're rounding, the main area that first moves is up here. You're very quick in using your shoulders and everything from up there, from the thoracic spine. See that the rounding really starts in your sacrum. Yes. Yeah. So stretch, go forward. You can put your hands on his neck to help, to support. And round your sacrum first, and then come up. Yes. Stretch, go forward, round and up. And stretch, go forward, round and up. Stretch, go forward, round. Ah, I can see it's coming. Yes, something's getting looser. Feel it? Forward, round, up. Okay. Okay. Good. So. Okay, now I can hear that you're holding your breath doing that. So stretch, go forward, breathe out while you're coming back up. Go forward and let the air go out. Yes. Okay. So now we'll once do it the other way around, that you roll yourself down and you stretch yourself up. Yeah? Yeah, here's a moment of we'll get Yes. That you let the movement, it's like rolling down, and you're diving, coming up. That your whole back is getting into a round connection line. That it's not one part here, one part there. It needs to flow. Okay. Okay. Let's change the rein. And once with the breathing, lift both shoulders. Get your neck kind of gone. Take a deep breath, and then you let your breath go out. You lower your shoulders and you reappear, so that you're stretching your body while you're breathing out. We often say we breathe in and we relax when we breathe out. I want you now to do it a little bit the other way around. You take air and you reappear. And think that the breathing out is not flopping the shoulders down. You're expanding them down. So you have, yes. And when you want the shoulder to come down and back, when you take your elbow back, your shoulder is forward. Have a look at my shoulder. When I take my elbow back, shoulder points forward. So if I want the shoulder back, I actually have to have the feeling like I spiral my elbow forward. So the shoulder coming down is a forward movement here. This, but not the upper body back. Yeah, there's a lot of tension up here that we need to free. So shoulder up, and this spirals down, but that stays forward. Because I can see every time you use your shoulder, you're pulling the hand back. Yeah? So you need to have this feeling. Yes. Okay. Okay, let's go walking again. Ask him for trot and rising trot. Take a little contact, that's all fine. And we'll stay today like 80% with you, because your horse seems to know it all. Not quite, but yeah. Okay. So. Yes. And have the feeling that you want to push your hands forward when the shoulders want to stay back and down. That you provide a contra there. Because your hips will only really release when you have a different center of stability. Wow. Okay. And forward with the hands again. Now, both shoulders, you make them narrow in the front together. Really take them in front of you and narrow them, that you feel a big stretch over your back. Good. And relax. And then you want to make the shoulders as wide as possible. You expand them as wide as possible. Good. And relax again. And take them narrow again. And get into a rhythm that you say narrow, relax, wide, relax. Narrow, relax, wide, relax. And narrow, relax, and wide, relax. And narrow, relax, wide, relax. Okay. Okay, how does that feel to you? Yeah, yes, absolutely. So, now you make circles with the shoulders. You make a circle with the right shoulder, with the left shoulder. One circle right, one circle left. Okay, now your hands can stay together. I can make a circle with my shoulder, not with the whole arm. Yes, and the other shoulder. One circle right, one circle left. One. And the other one. Okay. And keep your hands touching each other for a moment. Let him have a little longer rein, as long as he's fine like that, that you really get this feeling that the movement starts in your shoulder, not so much in your elbow. And especially when you move the right shoulder, you always want to start boxing with the right hand. That we need to get a little bit more independent, that you can control where's the shoulder, where's the hand. Yes? Okay. And now make it in a rhythm. One circle right, one circle left. Right, left. Right, left. And then change the direction of the circle. Make it a backward circle. Okay. Okay. Okay, and let him walk for a moment. What did you feel in this? Which,
I was, just more free in the rib cage.
yes. Which shoulder was easier to move?
I think my right one.
Okay.
Oh, even though my right's my really strong.
Yeah, yeah.
I don't know. I kind of felt a little awkward.
Awkward, yeah. Well, from watching you, the left shoulder was easier. The right shoulder showed more movement. There was more elbow, there was more hand, so there was bigger movement. And even that little bit, when you started freeing that, because it's been so stiff, it feels so much bigger for you. Okay? Yeah, so that's that we very often have a different awareness than what it looks. That's why it's important for me to know what you feel. Yeah, because your feeling is what you feel. That's totally correct. Because we can't change our feelings, yeah? No. But it's important to understand that we have the two views on it.
I did feel more of my lower arm moving.
That's getting. So that is something to get, because in riding, we always need to provide the stability here, but stay independent here. And when every time you want to do something, need stability, it goes into your hand, you're always riding backwards. Yeah? So that's a very important point. Plus, up there, we provide the stability that allows our diaphragm and pelvis to relax. So when that doesn't give you a good security, you have to hold on with the legs. As a reflex, you can tell your hips relax, open, do, they won't, and unless you have a certain stability here. That's not this. Right. Yeah? And I could see whenever things got difficult, you're very quick in rounding here, and it's a fake stability that you get, but that closes, the hip flexor is immediately tight. That's connected to it. So we need to get you up here open so that the hips can release. That's why I started up there. Okay. Yeah? Okay. Yeah, but it's the middle in between. And the opening is not elbows back, because the more the elbow go back, the more the shoulders forward. It's the shoulder blade going back. And that, have a look at me, when I pull my shoulder back and down, see my hand is going forward up. That's the muscle that I need that goes here. Yes, yes, that's the connection. Then my wrist can be supple. Then I'm free here to do things. So that is, yeah?
Yeah, it feels really right.
But it looks very nice as I see you now there. Wouldn't you agree?
Yeah.
Yeah? Okay. That weird feeling. Okay. Yeah? Okay.
It makes sense that if this has to be stable.
Otherwise
I'm gripping around here.
Yeah. Yeah, if I don't stand stable on this leg, I can't control where I put this down. If I'm not stable here, I'll land somewhere. You know? Yeah. So you need to provide stability to get more control and softness in the pelvis.
Okay.
Yeah? So that's why that is so important for me that you understand it. We won't get everything perfect in one day, but when we get the idea of where to work on, then you have a line. Yeah? Okay, and we have Nina here and Ulf here and all the people looking. So for me, it's more important that we get, okay, go in that direction. That's your way. Than that today you do the most amazing whatever. We'll see where we get to. Okay. Let's let's go into canter. On a big circle, take contact, just easy. Okay. And just you want to feel your horse's movement in the canter. And the canter has like two main moments of landing, like da-dum, 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 da-dum. Feel this? Da-dap, 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 da-dap. In which of these two da-daps are you sitting the heaviest? Da-dap, 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 da-dap. Yeah? Yeah? So is it the first or the second beat of landing? Da-dum. It's the second. Yeah? Okay, walk again. When you're sitting heavy on the second beat of the landing, if you look at the horse's footfall, you have hind leg, diagonal, front leg. So it's da-dum, da-da-dum. So you're sitting the heaviest when his front legs are on the ground. Oh. Well, many horses are very smart to push their riders there. And especially a rider who wants to sit relaxed gets pushed by the horse into the second beat of the landing. Yeah? So I would like you to ask for canter again. If possible, take the reins in one hand and take your outside hand on the back of the saddle. And pull yourself in. And now connect your left seat bone with the moment of the landing of his left hind leg. Da-dum, da-dum, da-dum. Now, 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 now. Pull on the saddle. Now, now. You have a little bit, the reins not equal. It's hard for him to canter if he's that much flex. Yeah. Da-dum, 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 da-dum. That's better. That's better. Feel that connection? Da-dum, 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 da-dum. Okay. Okay, now take the reins normal and keep thinking that you want to sit earlier and really feel the outside hind leg of the horse. Only that can free your inside hip. Now. Yes. Okay. On. Right there. Oh. Now with the pelvis in there, but now your upper body needs to come a little bit further forward. Yes. Good. Good. Okay, which stirrup has more weight, the left or the right? So can you get it over to the right? So many things at once. Yes, yes. Good. Okay, let's go into walk, change the rein. We'll do the other canter once.
Okay, my other question is, I'm putting my left seat bone down here on the dome.
Yeah.
But I'm going to the right, so it's my elbows supposed to be on the right and the inside.
When you sit too much on the inside, your inside seat bone pushes him outside. And you have to shift your weight in every canter stride together with the horse. So it's like when you skip on the ground yourself. When I skip, I go left, right, left, right, left, right. In every canter stride, you have to land from the left to the right seat bone. This sitting on the inside seat bone and for canter, it's not that we sit there consistently because the horse has to shift the weight. Okay. It is we move to the inside seat bone, just like the horse canters to the inside front leg. Yeah? So if we're now going to the left, you have to feel that your right seat bone connects with his right hind leg. Each seat bone belongs to one hind leg in a way. And it's now, 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 now. You're too late. Now, now, now. Yes? Ah. And now make your shoulders wide. Good. Good. Okay. Now the hand goes from back here in front of you, like you're holding a big ball.
A ball?
Yes, a big ball. In front of your sternum, not on the outside. Yes. And it's full of air, and it stays full of air. That not in the landing your hand goes down or short, it stays open. And it's round, the ball. Ah, look at your hand where the ball is. Yes. And now you push. You turn the hand around and you push away from you. Push 3 strides, hold 3 strides. And look at the hand. Look at your hand. And push and hold. Keep changing. Good. And push, push and hold. And push. Oh. Okay. Okay. Yes, yes, fine. Okay, let him walk again. No. Now we'll take the stirrups up. Full program's coming. What could you feel with the hand up there? Yeah. Yes.
I guess it was probably affecting my chest.
It was. It gave you more stability here. Yeah? And in the beginning, the hand, it was hard for you to keep it up for a change, yeah? But then it gave you more stability. And when you only look to the inside or somewhere, you escaped. When you looked at the hand, you made a connection, then you had more stability.
Okay. Yeah.
Huh?
I started out looking all around.
Yeah, yeah. We need to be free, but we still need to connect, yeah? Okay. So, take the reins again. No. And while walking, move your legs like you're doing a backward bicycle, like you're cycling backwards. Yes. Yes. This is hard. Okay. Okay, but it's coming. Oh. And now think, if someone would see you from the front, not seeing your legs, they should not see your upper body swaying from side to side. They shouldn't even know that you're doing a bicycle. Good. 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 Okay. Then shorten the reins a little bit. And we'll ask for sitting trot.
While bicycling?
If possible. But start the sitting trot normal first and then do a small bicycling. You'll be surprised how easy that is. Okay? Yeah. Just think that the knees go up, down, up, down, up, down a little bit. That you can, yes, yes. Relax them first and then just think that your knees slide up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down. Tuck, 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 tuck. You have to be so relaxed and open with your upper leg that the horse doesn't think it's a forward driving aid. Yes, that you can move your upper leg, that the knee gets soft. Tuck, tuck, tuck. There you go. Tuck, 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 tuck. Think you're juggling with your knees. And again. Tuck, 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 tuck. Yes, something's coming. Move them. Move them. One more. Good. Good. Okay. Okay. And relax. And go into a 2-point seat in trot without stirrups.
Okay. All right, guys. It's a good thing I let him up.
Yes. Well, you told me you're game for everything. And think now into the landing. Every time he's landing, you allow your weight to push your knee down, 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 down. That you get your upper leg open, released from your weight down. And you feel your weight on his ribs. And his back is free between your legs to come up. That it'll be easier for him to lift his back because he's between your legs. So your legs must not squeeze, they must support like a big hug. Yes, okay. And now from this hugging position you go into sitting trot again. And feel that your knee started to come up and shorten again. Felt it? So go forward and use this little bit 2-point position to get your leg nice, your upper leg corrected long. And then when you come upright again, you have to kind of open in the hip joint coming up and the leg should stay. Good. And now think every stride of the horse, you change your position. A little forward down, you're giving him a hug. He carries you on the sides of his ribs. And then you slowly come up and he carries you on top of the saddle with still your leg with a possibility of a hug. Yes? And then you slowly go forward and slowly go up. And so that you kind of expand your contact area with the horse from the top of the saddle to his ribs to the top of the saddle. That he feels you like a glove all around. Ah, we're getting a good leg position here. Yes, and your little toes, everything is free and open. You're not curling your toes in your boot, your toes are open. I can see through boots. Yeah. And you have to have the feeling that the bones in your legs are like water hoses. And when you want to get up into the dressage position, someone's turning on the water. So your bones get thicker and longer. It goes down to the knee and down to the heel. And from the heel, it goes to your toes. And you have water coming out of your little toe. Yes. From your hips, your upper your thigh bone gets longer and wider. That's better. Feel this? The upper leg is part of our midsection of our seat. The upper leg, pelvis, and lower back, they belong together. And if your knee keeps wanting to come up, you're closing your lower back and you can't swing. So this going a little bit to the 2-point helps you to stabilize your upper leg position. Yes, good. Good, much better. Okay, let's change the rein. I can see a nice difference now. Feel this?
Yes.
Okay. Okay. Now, imagine the horse going forward. He pushes your pelvis forward, but he doesn't push your chest forward. So we have these three areas, pelvis, chest, and head. They're like 3 baskets on top of each other. And the horse pushes the lowest one. If you don't lift your chest and bring it over your pelvis, then you're always with the chest behind, and that's when you round your shoulders. So I think you want to know where the next step of the horse is going to land, and you have to bring your center of gravity there. Okay, let him walk for a moment again. Okay, in your upper body, where would you say is your center of gravity?
Probably like, I mean, as far as this
lateral,
part, but right here in the middle of the saddle,
Yeah.
not forward.
Yeah, if you look at the length of your upper body,
Okay.
in which height would you say, if you just have the upper body?
Here.
Somewhere here, yeah?
Yeah.
Now, well, if we make a cross of the diagonals between your hip and your shoulders, yeah? That's kind of your
more like there.
dynamic center.
Okay.
Now, when the horse moves you, it moves your pelvis forward. But this center, you need to bring over it. Otherwise, you have always the horse moving your pelvis, but the rest of your upper body is a little bit hanging behind.
Okay, so this needs to go forward.
It's like the lower ribs stay connected to the pelvis, and you straight. Yes, and I can see every time when you want to sit straight, see you lift these ribs, and by that you disconnect. Keep them connected. Look up, and it's yes, yes. Okay, that's something you should learn in Pilates. Pilates is about the connection, and not about disconnecting.
Yeah.
Yeah? It's a controlled arch. It's not a stick-out arch.
Right.
You need to transfer what you learn there into your riding.
Yeah, I've been going for about 8 weeks, and I really like it. I'm not good at it yet, but it's going to help a lot, I can tell.
And it's really connecting here, and when you have this connection, this will open. But if you just stick that out, this will close.
Okay.
Yeah? So these lower ribs are over your.
Okay.
They're not sticking up over, and they're not staying behind. Yes.
Over my.
Yes. Yeah? They are like someone's pulling them in with this. Yes. Yeah? And the uprightness that comes inside it, sitting upright is not sticking your ribs out. Yeah?
Okay. So
Yeah? And your shoulders have to mainly just hang here on the sides, and sticking the elbows back is really bad for you. If you need shorter reins, you can shorten the reins, but your hands should stay that your elbows are slightly in front of your body.
Okay.
Because I can see your elbows so often behind your body, and that just rounds your upper body more.
Elbows.
And then you have the roundness here, and then you want to be straight, and you straighten from the ribs. I'm exaggerating.
No, well, not far.
Yeah? And that is, for me, really important that you figure that a little bit out.
Okay. Well,
Okay. Off you go. You'll figure it out. Yeah, this is not a lesson. This is and it's good we have the video. That's why I know I'm a bit chaotic, overfreighting information into it.
Because we have time later.
Yes, exactly. I mean, I'm here once, and I try to leave as much information as possible. I don't care if we get everything perfect today. I want to leave information. Okay. Yeah, but that looks different. That connection of your ribs with the hips, that's a picture that works so far the best. And when you look, I know that this looking right helps you to get the right shoulder back, but if you get stiff in it, it doesn't help anymore. So always say, in the end, your head goes and focuses where the horse goes, like your ears are parallel to the horse's ears. So you have to look through the two horses' ears. Yes. Yeah? And when you shorten your reins and carry your hands a little bit more, have the feeling that the thumbs on the reins, one thumb points to the left ear, the other thumb points to the right ear of the horse. So you have your thumb upright, and the line of the thumb goes to the direction of the two horses' ears diagonally. And yes, and keep the elbows slightly bent, and yes, connect your ribs again. You're getting behind. And this little bit of bringing your upper body forward, it's like the beginning of the 2-point, will allow your legs to open. If you're a millimeter with your upper body behind the movement, you have a balance reaction that the knees come up. So, yes, find the place where you can allow your upper leg to open and the knee to slide down. That's the balance for the upper body. And it may feel for you that you're tipping forward, because when we correct things, we think we're on the other end. But you can really judge it from your leg. If your knee wants to come up, your upper body is behind. If your upper body is balanced, you can open the knee, and every landing of the horse, your upper leg will get longer, longer, longer. Let the knee drop and connect your ribs over the hips in such a way that you can release your knee. That's the midsection. It starts from the lower ribs over your pelvis to your knee. That's the section you need to get into balance. Then you can work on your shoulders, hands, feet, everything else. Very good. Very good. Release that inside knee again. Yes, yes, yes. You have to kind of have like an electric wire there. When it starts creeping up, you get a shock. We can arrange that, they're saying, oh God. But just make sure it doesn't get on the horse. I don't care about the rider, but the horse should get it. Up. Yes. And that is shortening. That's negative tension. Yes. I have a friend, she does not have legs and she rides better than me. So the legs are not so important. The upper body is important. We competed on the same horse and she had an 8 on the medium trot and no legs and no whip, and I had a whip and spurs and I had a 5. So it's not the legs, clearly. Yes, you're a little bit behind again. Grow. Yes, there. Good correction. Good correction. Okay. And shorten your reins that your elbows can be in front. Because when the elbows go back, it just pulls you into this. Yes. The rule says a short rein is a light rein, a long rein is a strong rein. Good. Okay, let him walk for a moment. Now. Okay. I'm really great because I forgot my wristwatch, so you just have to send me the next rider when it's time or something, because I'm totally out of time. I would like to say to do one more thing with you.
Okay, great.
That you fill yourself up with air and you breathe out as much as you can. And I can see when you breathe out, you go like someone pops a balloon. Now I think you want to breathe out slowly. And when you fill yourself up with air, your chest goes up and round. When you let the air out, the air deflates your rib cage. And that deflating is your chance to stretch that area that you can't stretch so well. Yeah? That you're not saying in, out. That you say in, that the out deflates you and that you grow. And keep them walking while you're doing that. No, we're not quite there yet. Okay. And you deflate, and with a deflating you grow, so that you actually feel that you build up some positive tension while breathing out, and that you grow. That breathing out helps you to lengthen your body while staying connected. And then you can feel that you activate your lower ribs deflating. It's like you pull them more down and inside we go up. If you make a mental picture of your diaphragm, it sits underneath your ribs where we had all these connecting areas. When you breathe in, your diaphragm goes down. When you breathe out, the diaphragm gets pulled and sucked up in the middle of your body. And this breathing out, this sucking up, that's what makes you grow, and you will feel that your tummy muscles actually get activated. Feel this? Breathe out, 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 and even more out. Ah. And then, yes. Out, 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 and grow, grow, grow. Deflate yourself. Yes. Okay. With the next breathing out, when you think you have no air left, you breathe out another ½ liter and ask him to trot in that. That in the transition to trot, you're breathing out. He heard me. You breathe out, 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 and use that to connect and grow, grow, grow. There you go. Okay, and we'll repeat it. Shorten your reins a little, because again, even if you don't want to keep him that concentrated round, if your reins are too long, you can't sit. Short rein, light contact. Breathe out, connect your ribs, grow, 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 expand yourself, and another half liter, and there he goes. He felt that very easy, yeah? Because this breathing out from the depth, that's your connection. That really connects you in the center deep. And now in the trot, when it gets a little difficult, really think out, out, out with the air. When you need more strength, you can breathe slowly out, like a singer. That you use your diaphragm, and the more you breathe, you work on that diaphragm work, the easier it will be for you to control those ribs that you want to stick out, because that's where the diaphragm is attached. And strangely enough, on the diaphragm attached is the muscle, the psoas muscle part of it, that goes over your hip. That's the one that always makes your knee come up. Yes. So every breathing out, you actually stretch your hip from the inside. And the deflating of your rib cage is the chance to stretch your upper body without getting tense. Okay. Change the rein and ride a walk trot transition on the other rein. Good. You caught yourself. That's the first step. You use the breathing out to connect. And you grow with it. And there's another half liter. There. And when I watch the horses, when the riders do that, they all start from behind. Yeah, it's really the key to the hind leg. Nice trot now. Feel this? Okay, and let him walk. Wow. What did you feel in this now? Now you can have a sugar.
On that trot, it had a lot of suspension, and it just felt like,
Yes?
you know,
You connected to his back.
it felt like he was, you know, I mean, we weren't obviously having him in trade, but he felt like he was moving on his own. I used very little, I mean, almost no leg contact, and he kept going, and he felt like he had, you know, more suspension, I guess.
Yeah, and I can tell you your leg was on, but your leg was not holding. Because when you use too much leg, you close the way for the horse's hind leg to step under. We say the leg should breathe on the horse's side. If riding would be a power sport who can close the leg the most, then the men would win over the women. So the horses feels a fly on the side of his body. It's the timing, it's the balance between the two legs, that's what's important, not how strong you close them.
Yeah.
So you need, and in order to use them more precise, you need to relax them. And to be able to relax them, you need to bring the upper body in good balance. Because when the upper body is not in balance, the leg has to react.
Yeah, I think I did get this feel.
Of opening there, yes?
Yeah, and then watching the video, I will,
It was good. It was a big change.
I will get more. Thank you.
Well done you.